अग्निवीर हिंदुस्तान के जवान से उसकी पेंशन, उसकी कैंटीन और उसका शहीद का दर्जा चोरी करने का तरीका है।
कांग्रेस नेता देश भर में झूठ फैला रहे हैं कि अग्निवीरों को सेवा से हटने के बाद आमदनी के लिए दर दर भटकना पड़ेगा, जबकि सच्चाई यह है कि हर अग्निवीर को 4 वर्षों के इंगेजमेंट पीरियड के पश्चात एक वन टाइम सेवा निधि पैकेज भी दिया जाता है। वो लगभग 12 लाख के आसपास है और यह राशि पूरी तरह से इनकम टैक्स से फ्री होती है। जितने भी अग्निवीरों को सेना में शामिल किया जा रहा है, उनमें से 25% अग्निवीर मेरिट के आधार पर सेना में रेगुलर होकर कंटिन्यू करेंगे।
From the bustling akhadas to lush green paddy fields, Haryana has been buzzing with election fever. This small agrarian state votes to elect its 90-member assembly today. In this episode of our special election podcast series, Polls on My Pod, we decipher the politics of Haryana and the factors that could decide which way the state votes. It is Saturday, the 5th of October. From the Economic Times, I'm your host, Nidhi Sharma, and you listening to the Morning Brief. The focus today is Haryana. So let's begin with the basics of Haryana politics. The most repeated line in every election speech is 36 biradaris or 36 communities live peacefully in Haryana. But scratch the surface a little and the fault lines appear. The politics has been dominated by Jats, who constitute about 25% of the population. Till 2014, the state had a fairly bipolar politics. Congress on one side and Indian National Lok Dal or INLD on the other. BJP found a foothold only by aligning with INLD. My colleague Jatin Thakkar traveled through the state last week and will help us understand the various factors at play. Here, he explains how Jats are an influential political constituency.
Jat is a landowning community. So many small castes have been dependent on them for their economic requirements, for their livelihood, especially among Dalits and other castes. There is a saying in politics that you don't count the Jats votes, you count the Jat villages. And that's what many Khap leaders tell when some senior leaders came to interact from big parties. Because once I remember, once a Khap leader told Amit Shah कि जाटों के वोट नहीं गांव गिना करते हैं, जिधर लड़ धरते हैं उधर वोट पड़ जाते हैं. Suppose if there is a village and in that village 30 to 40 are Jats, they will try to ensure that other people will also vote. So it's a very dominating, very influential caste. And that's why it has. Secondly, it has been concentrated in, especially in central Haryana and the area districts, those who are bordering Punjab. So they try to hold the swing and they prefer a political dominance. And after they have entered into the government system, government contracts, courtesy their influence in politics.
The community has given the state most of its chief ministers. But apart from this factor, it is the political families that have defined the politics of Haryana. They say 3 Lals have dominated Haryana politics: Devi Lal, Bhajan Lal and Bansi Lal. Jatin tells us who is in play this time.
From Bansi Lal family, both his grandchildren, Shruti Chaudhary, daughter of Kiran Chaudhary, and another, Anirudh Chaudhary, who is son of his another son, Ranbir Mehndra, who was former BCCI president, are facing each other in Tosham. Shruti is contesting from BJP's ticket, Anirudh is contesting from Congress ticket. While in Devi Lal family or the extended Devi Lal or the Chautala clan, there are many candidates who are contesting. Dushyant Chautala is contesting from Uchana Kala. He is contesting against Brijendra Singh, who is son of Virender Singh and maternal grandson of great peasant leader Sir Chotu Ram. They are facing each other in Uchana Kala. Then Devi Lal's another grandson, Arjun Chautala, is contesting from Rania Assembly seat, great grandson. Devi Lal's grandson, Abhay Singh Chautala, who is these days heading the INLD, the original party from Allahabad. His son, Devilal's son, is contesting assembly polls. Similarly, his another grandson. He's contesting from Dabwali, where his greater grandson is facing him, Digvijay Chautala, who is brother of Dushyant Chautala. So from within Devilal family, there is a fight going on. Who will get hold of his dynasty, his legacy? There are two parties, INLD and another offshoot which came out of INLD in 2019, JJP. These two are the main claimants of Devilal's legacy. Besides them, as of now, the tallest Jat leader in the state is Bhupender Singh Hooda, who is from Rohtak. He is contesting one of the assembly segments in Rohtak, Kiroi Sampla. Besides them, as I told you earlier, Birender Singh, who is a maternal grandson of Sir Chotu Ram, his son Brijendra Singh, a bureaucrat turned politician, is contesting from Uchana Kala. Primarily, these are the big Jat families of Haryana.
But in 2014, BJP tried a different strategy. It tried to consolidate the non-Jat Punjabi vote in Haryana. In the run-up to 2014 assembly elections, BJP carefully wooed this dormant political constituency by pitting Punjabi candidates against Jat leaders. It bagged 47 of 90 assembly seats. BJP consolidated this gain by making Manohar Lal Khattar, a Punjabi, the chief minister. However, in the 2019 elections, BJP lost considerable ground and could not cross the majority mark of 45. The newly formed Jan Nayak Janata Party, a breakaway faction of INLD, gave the much-needed support of 10 MLAs for BJP to form a stable government. But after 10 years in power, Jatin says anti-incumbency on the ground is palpable.
In the land of three Lals, BJP brought its own Lal, the Manohar Lal. But its experiment didn't work that well. He's still not a very likable figure across Haryana. So in this election, there is only one pan-Haryana leader, and his name is Bhupender Singh Hooda, with Jat firmly standing behind him across all regions, including in the regions of influence of Chautala's family, the Surjewala family, Birender Singh family. So the incumbency sentiment is very much visible on the ground. And there is a rebellion also within the BJP, which BJP moved its former CM out of the state, appointed him as union minister, given him 2 portfolios. So there were around 30 seats where the BJP rebels were in prey. But now I think on 15 to 17 seats they are in prey, and they will make some impact. Like Ramvilas Sharma, former BJP state unit chief, who has been with BJP for a very long time. He was minister in the Haryana government 14 to 19. He was on a ticket, but now he is campaigning for the parties with the party. Another very good example is Naveen Jindal's mother, Savitri Jindal. She is contesting as an independent from Hisar, and she is very much in the race. She could win also, while her son Naveen Jindal is MP from Kurukshetra. Till date, Naveen Jindal has not gone to Hisar for campaigning. So these factors people can see through, and these rebels shows the BJP state unit grip is not that strong on its cadres.
But what is fueling this anti-incumbency? This agrarian state, which sends a large number of youth to the armed forces, is also the cradle for budding sportspersons, especially wrestlers. The farmers who were stopped from marching into the capital are seething with anger. On top of this, there is a growing resentment against the government's Agniveer scheme. And couple it with the wrestlers' protests, you have a potboiler of an election.
As I told you, I have to describe Haryana. I describe it as a land of Jai Kisan, Jai Jawan and Jai Pahalwan. By Pahalwan, I mean here the broader term for sports person. There is a culture of sports in Haryana, and primarily from Shabad, you will see many women hockey players. You come to this Bhiwani, Rohtak, Hisar, Sirsa area, you will see Pain Bhiwani, you will see boxing nurseries coming up. Katsi Vijendra Singh came from there. In Sonipat, in this area, you will see wrestlers. In this Jat area, in up to large extent in the Haryana, the farmers protest, the opposition to the Agniveer scheme and this wrestler protest.
This anti-incumbency is being cashed in by the Congress. Though in the run-up to the elections, the fissures within the party were visible, with the moping Kumari Selja refusing to join the campaign, the party has been able to rally together. Jatin seems to think that Congress has an advantage.
As I told you, there is one pan-Haryana leader solidly backed by Jat, that is Bhupender Singh Hooda. So the runner to the elections, he carried out yatras. His son carried out Haryana Mange Jawab Yatra. Then Kumari Shelja, the party's prominent Dalit face, she carried out yatra. So there is a ground swelling, there is a resurgent Congress, because somehow Congress this time able to put up a united show. There are reports of, and it's a fact also, there are reports of some sort of friction between Kumari Shelja and Bhupender Singh Hooda. Shelja is not happy with ticket distribution, as it is being told, and it is being, if you see the ticket distribution, you can see out of 90, more than 70 are Hooda supporters, more than 70 in fact. So that has not gone well with some section of the party, but I don't think Kumari Shelja or other leaders are so big that they can make much impact. So there is a resurgence in Congress, especially in Jat belt. Yes, their workers are very active. They are sensing that they are winning. They have made a broader promises like rupees 6,000 pension, 2,000 per woman, while BJP has promised 2,100. They have promised jobs. They have promised a lot of things. The manifesto is also more catchy. It's more high on, one can say, freebies as compared to BJP.
In the last assembly elections, about 1/3 of the seats were won by a narrow margin. This time, some interesting political realignments are at play. Former BJP allied Jananayak Janata Party has aligned with Azad Samaj Party Kanchiram, and INLD is with BSP. Aam Aadmi Party is trying to cash in on its governance model in Delhi and Punjab and open its account in Haryana. Overall, an interesting picture. This is all we have for you today. Polls on my pod will be back again when Maharashtra and Jharkhand elect their assemblies. I'm your host, Nidhi Sharma, signing off. This episode was brought to you by sound designer Indranil Bhattacharjee and producer Surohini Jain. Executive producers Anirban Chaudhary and Orijit Burman. Thank you for listening, and if you like this episode, do spread the word. All new episodes of the Morning Brief podcast drop every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. This time we made an exception and dropped a special one on Saturday for you. It streams on Amazon Prime Music, JioSaavn, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And of course, ET's own audio platform, ET Play. Have a great weekend. All clips used in this episode belong to their respective owners. Credits mentioned in the description.